I want to do a video on my luggage that I'm using now. It's the Reckless 80 Revolver version 3 from Mosko Moto. But let's take a look at the Mosko Moto Reckless 80, why I bought it, some of the features, and if it's right for you. So let me talk about why I bought this. It's because I wanted to be lighter. I wanted to lighten my load. I wanted my luggage to be lighter. I wanted my whole luggage system to be lighter. This is half the size of my aluminum panniers and racks. The less weight you carry, the more technical riding you can do. I wanted something that I can still carry a decent amount of gear, which I don't carry a ton of gear, but I do want to carry some gear, camping gear, simple stuff, good sleep system, but nothing too crazy. I'm not like car camping or... It's rackless, which there's no rack, so that saves me $300 and reduces the weight. And then another good thing about it is, another reason I did is because if I switch motorcycles or I get another motorcycle, I can take this and put it on without having to buy a rack for it. From small, this will fit small dirt bikes up to big 1250s, you know, GSs, all that stuff. So it lightens the load, it allows me to carry stuff, and it can be used on multiple motorcycles. Pretty sweet. Let me get into the features. The biggest thing is no rack. There's no rack needed for the motorcycle. It just hangs off the side. Other side, there's a heat shield to keep it off. And it just hangs off the motorcycle. Nice foam, nice thick foam here to rest against the bike. And it just straps on with these buckles right here, here, and here. 3 on the back to help secure it. And then you got straps that connect down here on each side. I have them attached to the foot pegs here, and then they got real nice stows on everything. And here's the other side. Real nice buckles cinched down, but that's how it stays on. And it's pretty easy to take on and off. It's pretty nice the way it attaches. I've never had any trouble with it or moving or becoming loose. Essentially, this is a dry bag holster, basically. Right? You can leave it in, or you can just slide it out. Right? And you can see it's just a holster for the dry bag. And the dry bags are really nice. They got flat bottoms on them to help keep it, and then they got straps to pull it down tight through the thing. It's nice and tall. It's got a window in here. I just got some stuff stuffed in it right now to fill it up, but this is 25 liters on each side. Alright, so it's got plenty of buckles to hold it down on each side, right? That can be tightened as much as you want, so it can be extended out or packed in depending on how much you're carrying. It's got this top buckle to go right over. It holds it nice and secure. Now let's move around a little bit. So we got 25 liters here on both sides, and this is 4 liters, and they have a 5 liter. This is just this is an extra attachment, an auxiliary pack that attaches to the bottom of the Mosko Moto Reckless 80 Revolver, and it's just with screws on there. I added them on there, and they're dry bags as well. And it does have some MOLLE attachments on the top here to attach some stuff. I'm gonna mount some stuff on there. If you don't go with these auxiliary attachments, the 4 liter or the 5 liter, there's MOLLE just under here, a big patch of MOLLE that's bigger than this one, and you can attach a lot of stuff. They have MOLLE pouches and things like that for attaching under here instead of these auxiliaries. I like these auxiliaries though. So one of the best features that I like about this thing is what they call a beaver tail. So essentially what it does is it's just 2 flaps, right? You got this flap and this flap, and we can take it and compress and sandwich down stuff in here. So like I have a jacket, I can just slide it off in there and compress it down, right? But it's a pretty cool feature, I think. I really like it. They also give you a tent pole bag, a tent pole pocket, and it's awesome. I dig it. I put my tripod and stuff in there too sometimes, but I'll do a separate video on how I pack this in my whole loadout, so everybody can get an idea of what I'm carrying and what you can carry in this, and maybe how to pack it a little better. But yeah, the beaver tail comes with tons of MOLLE points on this side. It's got some aluminum to even hang more stuff off of it. Then when you get inside, you got a protective compartment. There's another one, a zipper to hold some more stuff on this beaver tail. I run the strap through the bag and through my tent here, so I don't lose either one of them. But pretty sweet. So you can remove the 22 liter. They call it a Stinger 22. And it's got a little Velcro to help hold it in place. And you can see that. It does have straps on the inside here that you can take it like a backpack. And just lay it down in there so it doesn't move around. And then you use a strap to secure it even more. And then the beaver tail. I like this. This is what I use for my hotel bag. So everything that I would bring in a hotel, like my clothes, my iPad, all that stuff I would put in here. So when I stop at a hotel, I just take this stuff off and go in the hotel. This is like good Cordura. It's very sturdy. It's got this thick foam padding that just sits against the bike really nice, and it doesn't move around and it doesn't mark up or anything. If you take a look here, they got aluminum bars in here, and these can be replaced. And then the loops and stuff to secure it are off of this. So this is how it keeps its rigidity mounting. And then you'll also notice there's some over here on the sides to hang off the side bags, right? And then it's also adjustable. You can switch it for different motorcycles to have so it fits better on there. But this hole here is for like the 701, I believe, the 690, where the fuel is in the back. And you have to go through here to fill it up, so they leave that open. But I just think overall the construction is really good. I feel like it'll last a long time. This material is really good. These dry bags, they're like those rubber rafts that you see in like whitewater stuff. I think it's very durable. Is there a chance it could leak? Yeah, it could. It won't leak, but like you could get a hole in it and then repair it. But I feel like these will last a very long time. It's just good. Like, I like it. All right, so let's talk about the pros and cons to this. First, we'll start with the pros. It's lighter. It's lighter to carry. My aluminum panniers and rack was 30 pounds. This is 17 with nothing in it. So it cuts weight right off the bat. The second thing is it's less expensive. It costs half as much as aluminum pannier system, and I don't have to buy a rack. So it just straps right to my bike. So more than half the price of aluminum panniers. Another big pro is that I can take this and put it on any bike I want. Whether it's a small 250 dirt bike up to 1250s, I can take this and put it on anything. Another good feature is it's really easy to take on and off. Like less than a minute to take it on and off. And once you figure out how you want it, and like a system, then it's even faster. So it's lighter, it's more affordable, and it's more versatile for other motorcycles. Or let's talk about the cons. Some of the cons are you can't carry as much as you would in a pannier box, aluminum pannier. It's 80 liters, and my aluminum panniers were 80 liters just on the two lower panniers. That was without a top box. So I am limiting my access to be able to carry more, right? You're not going to be able to like car camp like you would with a GS, bringing everything in your camp setup. I think you'll be able to get close, but it's going to make you reduce or refine your load. And then another big thing is like security. I think it's just a little easier to take stuff. I think aluminum panniers can be broken into if somebody really wanted to break into them. But I feel like these could be taken a little easier. So the security's not really there. Let me just say, the only thing that I miss about this system compared to my aluminum panniers is when I'm riding around town and I got nothing in my panniers to be able to put my helmet in my panniers and go in a store. That's the only thing I miss. Other than that, the security and maybe not being able to carry as much are the cons to me. Now I feel like having these molly and stuff on here helps me carry more. I feel like I can attach more to this than my panniers. I could put bags on top of the panniers, but I just feel like I can attach more and get to it easier, a little more accessible, rather than getting into the pannier and everything in there, but it does expose it to be taken a little easier. I took one trip with this thing. Down my Baja trip down to Cabo, I took and used this. And I was really surprised. For me, I was able to get in and out of it easy. Like if I want in this, I can get in it right here. It's pretty easy. If I want to get in this, my Stinger top 22 top bag, I can get in it real easy from right here. Right? If I want to get in this one, it's real easy from right here. Obviously, if I'm packing important stuff down here, I got to take it all out, but that's when you need to know what your important stuff is. Right? Like, I put my camera gear and stuff on the ends here so I can get to it easy, right? It takes a little time to get used to. It takes a little time to get used to packing it. I found it easy to use. I was happy about it. And if I have like camera stuff in here, I don't have to take the beaver tail off to get in there. I can just get in there, seal it back up. Like the way it functioned for me was very good. I was happy with the way it functioned. I didn't feel like I'm fighting everything. I don't feel like I'm dilly-dallying with these straps all the time. Like, I feel like once you load it and then set it up and cinch it down and secure the straps the way you want, you leave it like that the whole trip. You know, it's not that hard, really. But I'm going to say it takes a refined system. I mean, you can't carry as much, so. But I really liked it. I was really happy with it. I think for the price and the weight and the usability and the durability, I think that's a good buy. Those are the reasons that this is doing so good. And I really like Mosko Moto as a company. I just like all the features that are on this. It's just like you can add so much to it, and it's very usable. I really like it, and that's how all their stuff is. I like their systems they make. I like the way they think. Let me just say, not having these big panniers that stick out, I can lane split and get through traffic so much easier. So much easier. And I like that. I like the weight reduction and the thinness of it. It's worth it to me. I can get and go more places a lot easier than I was with all those panniers. I'm happy with it. I really am happy with it. They have a couple color versions of this. There's a gray, which I have, and then there's the limited edition orange, which is pretty cool. I don't know how long that's going to be out, but you have to order this online from Mosko Moto. It's the only place that you can get it. So I'll put a link in the description if you're interested in this stuff or any of their stuff, moskomoto.com. Check it out. And right now, with the current environment going on in the world, I think the waiting times are a little bit longer. Yeah, sometimes they're out of stock. You just have to put your email in and be notified when it comes in stock. That is the only way to get it. But yeah, that's my thoughts on the Mosko Moto Reckless 80 Revolver version 3. I really liked it. I was happy with it. I'm going to continue using it. You'll see it a lot more. I will do a video coming soon, very soon, on what all I'm carrying and how I'm packing it. So you can check that out. I hope you liked the video. If you want to see more content like this, go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.